check up on your friends. No, it's fine to not be fine. If you're not feeling good, don't please anyone, just please your own self. Ciao a tutti, bellissimi e bellissime, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Claudia with the Afroitaliandoll, and I make content ranging from lifestyle, fashion, and music marketing video. So I can't lie, today I'm a bit like nervous about making this, which I think while I start doing my makeup and stuff, I'm gonna get a little bit more comfortable. So in this video today might be a bit touchy for some people, triggering kind of vibe. So if it's a bit triggering, please like click off. I don't want to like pour pain on top of anyone or anything like that. I am just gonna be talking about my experience as a black girl going to therapy and the challenges I faced, and how it was telling my mom and all of that kind of stuff, because I feel like in the black community mental health is very taboo. I don't know if you know what taboo means, because it means like not spoken about. So get yourself a cup of tea, just get comfortable. As I mentioned in my other video, like in my Black Italian living in London, I am not like a makeup guru or anything like that. I just feel like it's a bit more relaxing from my side and maybe from you guys' side if I do my makeup while I'm talking, instead of just like be chatting. I'm moving my hands a lot because as you may have seen in my other videos, I'm fidgety AF. I have some notes of things that I want to say throughout this video, so yeah, let me know in the comments down below also if you've been to therapy or if you're thinking of going to therapy, and if this video has been helpful to you in any ways. So why did I go to therapy? Last year went through a very like rough patch in my life, I would say. Not like rough, but like I didn't know how to handle it at all. I broke up with, like my boyfriend broke up with me, like my current boyfriend. That's the story for another time, and I don't even know if I want to share these details on the internet. He had his own thing going on, and I was just like, I was heartbroken. I was just like, oh my god, my first ever relationship. Like, I don't know if you've ever been there. And I was just so heartbroken. There was no issues. I was like, what have I done wrong? I remember like when he broke up with me, like whatever. My mom was like, what did you do? And I was like, relax. I didn't do anything. I'm confused as much as you're confused. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was just very baffled. The way, Mafia, I love you, but we have to I need to explain a little bit what happened. The way he kind of ended it, that's what actually like got the most of me. I just turned 19, whatever, my very first relationship. I was so much in love and everything. And the way he ended it over the phone, I was just so baffled, and I was like, what? Like, why? Like, I just really, because he didn't really explain the reason. Like, he just said no, and I was like, what? And then we met after. So, and then I am not that kind of person that if you don't want to be with me, I'm gonna ask you twice and then that's it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna beg for you to be with me, you know what I mean? Like, that's how I'm too proudful for that. That's just how my mom raised me up, and I feel like a lot of black people are like that. And even though you're not like that, please become like that. Like, please don't ever beg a man to be with you. Like, it's never that deep. It's never like, you know, it's never by force. Like, if they want to be with you, they will. You forcing yourself onto a man is just gonna make it worse. I've learned my lessons from my past like situationship and stuff, and it's just gonna make it worse and everything. So okay, cool. We broke up and whatsoever. Like, I was heartbroken, I was crying, like it was mad. I've been heartbroken before, but this was just different. I got sick as well. I was proper like in a different headspace. I remember it was just all a bit mad. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's an actual thing of once you break up and stuff, like heartbroken like flu or something like that. I couldn't breathe, like my body was just different. I disappeared from social media because I didn't really know what to say. And also, like, you know, your first relationship, so like the whole social media knew about it as well. Which I've learned my lesson not to. I mean, you see my boyfriend now on YouTube, but that's very different. Like, you might see his hand and blah blah blah. I was even thinking, oh, am I gonna put him that much? But then I'm like, I'm actually enjoying my time, so why not? You know, like, I spend a lot of time with him, so I've actually made the decision of putting him on social media. But like, just still to a certain extent. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, so I was in a really dark place. Mom have to be protectful, you know, of their daughters. Like, she was like, it is what it is. If you did, like, if you, thank God he broke it up now, or think if you then convince him to get back together and stuff, and then he start cheating on you, this, and then I was like, okay, cool, fair enough. So yeah, like, it was so weird. Like, my head was just in like a different, I just didn't know what to do in my life, because I was like, oh, we're gonna do this, that. Like, my whole year was planned, like, with him. I did not have, I was doing events, so I had that going on, but I didn't really know what was going on. Like, my head was just weirdly in a different, like, I was living my life day to day, but at the same time I wasn't. Like, it was weird. It was like someone else was living my life for me, and I was just like very confused all about this, and I just got really closed up. And also, like, I was literally always mentioning, like, you know, I was always talking to my friends about it and express your feelings to your friends. But then he just got like, you know, when like your friends, it's not like they didn't want to tell me anymore, like, oh, you should don't do this, don't do that, or whatever. It was just more like I didn't know, like, they didn't, because they were my same age, you know, like Jade and Atlantis. At the end of the day, they were my same age. And then I had Bella and Blessing, and they were like, tough love, like move on from it. And I was like, I can't, because I genuinely don't know how to, I know how to move on, because at the end of the day, I am living my life, you know, like, I was living my life no more, I was partying. And I just, anyway, like, my friends, they had so much to say at that point that I as well felt bad that I was boring them. Like, I was talking to my best friend, and she was literally really helpful. Then I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Like, should I go to Italy? Should I go to, my head was lost. Anyway, so I was doing my best life. Shopping therapy, retail therapy was a thing. Zara, Primark, this, that. I was, all my student loan, I swear to God, I live at home, went on clothes. I'm not even joking to you. Went on clothes, eating out. Like, I was enjoying shopping life. I would go get like smoothies from Joe and the Juice, like daily, Starbucks, everything. Like, you name it, I did it. I was just enjoying shopping life, no problem. However, before all of this happened, I was quite broke, so I couldn't do all of that. I think I spent a lot of my money on retail therapy, because anyway, I do even now, if I'm upset, I go shopping. If I'm upset now, even during quarantine, I'm online shopping. Like, unfortunately, that's just how I deal with my things sometimes, and that just makes me happy. So then I started talking to my friend Bila. I think I need to go to therapy. I don't know why, but I just feel like I need to. The same way I was just talking about doing YouTube like a past couple of years, I then decided to, I'm a very spontaneous person, so I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I don't care what anyone else has to think. I literally I started googling like therapists near me, because I knew I wanted someone, since I went to uni in Fulham, I knew I wanted someone in like East London, so I would go like after the uni. I found the girl online. I don't remember literally how I found her. I think I just googled it, and then I started emailing, because it's like a website, and you literally email a few therapists. I didn't have any preference on who the therapy was gonna be. I think at the time, one of the process, that how it was going in my brain, was I really wanted a boy, because I was like, I'm going through a breakup and stuff, and I want to know like how the boy's brain work. I don't know why, like, it was very weird. I was like, I really want a boy therapist, because I want to explain to him, I want to know like what men think, this, that. That was what was going through my brain at the time, and I think I'm glad I didn't go with the boy at the end of the day. So the email you telling you, oh, I have availability, I don't have availability. I knew, because it was very weird, I knew because my ex-boyfriend was white for some reason, and I think it's like daddy's issues and stuff. I think I really wanted a white male to be my therapist, and then anyway, that didn't happen. So then I started looking for white therapist. Please don't get at me. I was born in a very uncultured and how do I say, uncultured, and also like you know, all the doctors that I've seen in my life, all my doctors, all my teachers, like everyone was white. Like the only black people that I would see is in my family and stuff. When I came to the UK, I was like, whoa, there's so many black people. I've never seen black people. Literally, I would say this, I've never seen so many black people in the same place. Like I'll go to the club and I'm like, whoa, I've never seen so many black people like in the same place. And that's just how it is when you're born in a country that doesn't have a majority like of a high black population and stuff. So in my head I was like, also I think my therapist at the end of the day, she asked me, why did you choose me, this that. I decided I went with this lady. Her office was in East London and stuff. She was lovely, she was young. That's one of the things I was watching out for. I wanted a young woman. I think I've emailed a few black therapists, but also I'm so spontaneous. I was like the first person that's been on. I didn't even look at any like reviews or anything like that, which I think like if you're trying to get into therapy, like definitely do, because I've had people that had bad experiences. Their therapist wasn't professional or anything like that. I did not look at the thing. I was on the website looked really professional and everything, so I just texted, emailed her, and she emailed me back, and then we booked the first appointment. One of the reasons why I decided to go with a white lady was because I don't know why, but in my head I was like, I don't want a black woman telling me how to feel. It sounds so bad, it must sound horrible, but I genuinely did not want a black woman, mainly like if she was Nigerian or anything, like, you know, like in the black community. At the end of the day, that our mom have like, you know, I didn't want that motherly instinct. I literally just want, like, I know they have to have a biased opinion, but at the end of the day, for some reason I thought that's what I was gonna get anyway, that they would tell me or low-key what to do. I didn't know what therapy really was. At the end, for you to know, they don't tell you what to do. They don't tell you like what you need to do. You're still living your life. They just tell you like, it's weird. They just really make you think. Like they make you get to a conclusion of how you should act, kind of. Like they'll make you think of, like they'll ask you a question that you're like, oh, I didn't think about that, you know? And then you're like, oh, that actually makes sense, you know? But then they would never, apart from like psychotherapists like that, you're actually a psycho, sorry, not a psycho, but like you're actually going through stuff and they tell you don't go there and stuff, because like it gets really like, how to say, you're putting yourself in danger, or you might be putting other people in danger. And I think at your first session, that's what they explain to you. Like, I don't tell you I don't tell you what to do. You still live your life how you are meant to be living your life, and you come after the end of the week or the middle of the week to tell me how your life went, kind of thing. So I'm using the honey palette from Primark. You literally go there and tell them what you want to talk about. They will be asking you, like, they might ask you questions. Literally the only thing that, like, sometimes I think the first 4 or 5 sessions she did not talk, because I love talking. I don't know if you guys have realized, I generally like live for talking, and I live for just like, you know, expressing how I feel. Sometimes they tell me I'm a bit selfish and egocentric and stuff, but I'm like, I'm working on it and stuff, but you know, like that's just how I am at the moment. I'm trying to, like, you know, put other people's needs in front of mine. But I remember at that point as well, I was like, fuck everyone, I'm doing what I want. And I feel like if you're going through a breakup, if you're going through depression, if you're going through life issues, fuck everyone. This is one of the advice I would tell you. Fuck everyone and think about yourself, because there is no more important person in that point. I did not care about anyone's feeling. I did not care about my mom's feeling. I did not care about anyone. I was like, I am not feeling good. I am going to do what I want and do the things that are gonna make me feel good for my own self, because I wasn't feeling good. As I was saying, actually, the first sessions, they actually tell you that they explain the circumstances and stuff. Like they tell you, I don't tell you what to do, as I was saying before. And I think on my first session, I started talking and stuff, and I cried so much in that first session. I remember, because I was just literally like so upset. This is actually one of the reasons why I decided to go, because me and him broke up in Feb, and then I started going at the end of March because I couldn't stop crying. It was weird. As I said, like, I've never actually gone through actual real heartbreak, and I didn't know that's how hard it was. And I was literally crying. It was mad. I would be in bed sobbing the whole night. I literally wouldn't be able to sleep. I wouldn't be able to eat. I got skinny, guys. Apart from me starting doing like mental, like physical health, like I started getting fit and stuff because like I didn't know how to deal with it. I'll be at the gym, I'll start crying. Like literally, I remember I was walking towards the gym and I don't know, I just got triggered by something. This was like maybe like 2-3 months after. I did just got triggered by something. I literally broke down in the streets on the, like, not on the floor. I literally did like this on the floor and I started crying. Mandem, because I live in I don't want to say where I live. Mandem start, like, you know, roadmen start be like, yo mom, you know how they call, yo miss, you're right, what's going on, why are you crying, this is like, you're right, this. And I was just like, I don't know what to do, my boyfriend left me, this is and they're like, fuck man. They're like, fuck that guy, you're so beautiful, this that. And I remember like they were just so nice to me and they were like, where you going? I'm like, I'm going to the gym, this that. And they're like, go look cute, man, he's gonna regret not having you. And that's one of the reasons why I was like, I can't be living my life like this, just breaking down in the streets and just people looking at me weird. Like I remember the day after, walking, crying on the bus, crying. I'll be in the train crying. And I feel like if you ever see a girl crying on the train, just know or someone in her life died or like, you know, she's heartbroken. Like, so just give her a tissue and be like, you're gonna be fine. I was like, I couldn't sleep and I couldn't listen to music, so that was weird. I was like, music is the thing that makes me go, and I love music. Why I cannot listen to music? I downloaded the Calm app because I'll literally be on my headphones and my head will be somewhere else, and I would actually be listening to other people's conversation on the train. Like that's how much lost I was. I literally, like, I didn't know what to think about. I would literally be thinking of what they're talking because I didn't want to be in my own mental space. I don't know if as my first session went through, you know, I got to know the lady better, and also I was getting comfortable with her and everything. She was really nice, she was really understanding. That's what was one thing I loved. She was just listening. Honestly, guys, if you need someone that's just gonna listen and not say nothing about or give you like their own opinion, therapy, honestly, going to a therapist is for you. I just wanted someone to like rationalize things in my life, you know. Before I went to therapy, you know, I had to tell my mom. Like, it was mad. She was just heartbroken. She was like, because she saw me that I was not her daughter anymore in a weird way. I don't know if you understand. Like, if you're a mother, if your daughter's not feeling good, she knows. She knew I was crying every night and stuff. She just didn't say anything. She was taking me shopping and that. She was taking me to have creams. It was so cute. Bless her. She was just trying to, like, you know, make me go through my first and I was just like, Mom, you just don't understand. Like, can't have you giving me your African advice. That's what was going on in my brain. I was like, I genuinely cannot have you giving me your own African advice. Like, I just need my own, I just need to have my own, like, my own mental space. Like, you genuinely wouldn't understand. Like, if you can talk to your mom about these issues, like, you're very lucky. I think I can now, but at the time I just didn't feel like I wanted to. At the time, me going to therapy, that ruined the relationship with my mom, because she was like, why do you need to go therapy? Why can't you just say the problems that you have with me? I'm your mother. If you can't tell the problems that you have with me, how are you going to go through it? This, that. I'm like, I just don't want to tell you. Like, you know what? That's why we had this conversation on the train, and I was like, I just don't want to tell you, Mom. I genuinely don't want to tell you. I don't want to tell you what's going on. I don't want to tell you because I don't know what's going on. That's what I was saying. I don't know what's going on. So how am I meant to tell you what's happening? You know? So I feel like I just need to talk to someone that's outside, that they're not gonna give me their own opinion, because that's just what I don't want. So that's one of the other like advice I would give you guys. Don't let your parents influence you, like, to don't go. If you genuinely want to go, just go. I feel like, you know, if you're not even comfortable talking about it, don't even tell them that you're going, because it literally genuinely breaks their heart that you are going, because they're like, mainly in the Black community, because it's such a taboo thing. I don't know if you guys know what that means. Like, non-spoken mental health is such a thing that's not spoken about, and they just get like, what, my son? No, my daughter? How can she go through this? This is not possible, this is that. But it's generally such a normal thing, going through heartbreaks and not knowing how to deal with it, or going through other things in life like uni, like not enjoying uni and stuff. And I feel like parents just need to understand that they cannot always solve all the issues, and sometimes you just have to that's why I think I told my mom, I was like, you cannot solve this issue, you just need to let this person help me out this time. I would love for you to help me out, but you can't. So then I started going to this lady. She started telling me, like, asking me what I like doing, and I was like, because I was trying to start dating again, and then she was like, low-key, she was telling me what to do, but at the end of the day, she was still telling me what to do, because I was like, I want to start dating again, man. I can't be myself, because that was one of my problems. I couldn't, like, genuinely couldn't. Like, it made me feel sick being alone. It was scaring me being alone, because, you know, also, like, I'm gonna talk this about in another video, where I just started dating so early in my life. Like, it was just too early, because moving to this country, I had no friends and everything, so I was just like, I want a man, this, that, and finally found that man, and he just decides to go away so fast. Oh yeah, as I was saying, so yeah, your parents, they know when you're going through stuff. So, you know, one thing I would say, if you're trying to go, mainly as a Black lady, because I feel like our moms mainly feel like Nigerian as well, they genuinely, like, do not even want to hear something like therapy or anything like that. Like, it genuinely, like, freaks them out. Make your parents aware that it's normal. Like, a lot of teenagers, mainly us girls, we go through puberty, we go through so many hormones and through so many things in life, and through so many, like, trash guys sometimes. Like, generally, some stuff that I hear about all these uni guys, they're actually scary. I'm like, I could never, like, that would actually, like, fuck up my brain. Some of the stuff what these uni guys think that, like, it's being cool, but you're actually ruining someone's life. At the end of the day, it might look funny and like, oh my god, but it actually isn't. So grow up. Because you think you're being funny, and like, you're just like, oh my god, yeah, I'm dating 7 girls at a time, and just this stupid girl that keeps, like, coming back to me. Like, she's so much in love with you. Why would you like to do that? But this is a discussion for another time. Like, guys, just grow up. And also, I feel like girls, if you're going to uni, I feel like the last thing you should is just, I know it's very hard, mainly if you're living outside the house, just stop getting tangled in this situation. Just focus on your study. I know I might sound like an auntie or whatever, but just focus on your study. Like, you actually find your actual man after you leave uni. Maybe in that rare occasion where, like, you know, the guy is actually serious with his, like, not serious with his life, but, you know, he just doesn't want to, like, fuck around and stuff. Another point I want to make here is the pricing. Get the best price you can, mainly if you're a student. There's a lot of free therapy sessions, mainly as if you're going to uni, like just someone that's there listening to people, or there is, you know, like via the NHS and stuff, but I think that's a little bit more complicated. And also there is some therapists that do student discount, or that do, like, affordable discount. My one, she was relative expensive for my budget, because I didn't know. Like, I was just like, I thought the price was fair. She was charging £60 an hour, but then she was like, she was charging between £50 to £70 an hour. And then I was like, what range can you do? And I'm like, I'm sorry girl, I'm a student, the only thing I can actually genuinely afford is the £50 a week. So I was going there every week, which I think is normal, because I was like, I just want to go like twice every 2 weeks. But then she was like, oh, it doesn't make any sense because too much goes on in 2 weeks, which at the very beginning, because I went for almost 6 months. Every time I was going, I think it was very fun, because I was like, it was weird. It was like, I'll get there and then I would just be like so relaxed, and I could just talk about anything I wanted just to this person, and like she would just be listening. I think that's honestly the thing I love the most. So during this journey, what did I achieve? I achieved just getting to know myself better, I would say. I achieved just, as I said before, not giving a crap about what people thought. I started learning how to live within myself and being alone, because that was one of the main things that got me during like the breakup, because I just didn't know how to deal, how to be alone. I learned how to be more selfish. I became just too selfish. What other advice would I give you guys is genuinely try and talk to your friends as much as you can. Then another point is, if your mama is African and you know she's not understanding the reason why, and she's telling you don't do it, like, you know, God will help you out, God would set you free, God would do this, I know God will help you out, God will set you free, God will help you through this hard time of your life. But at the same time, talking to someone and just speeding up the process, I would say, is very much helpful. As I mentioned a lot of times, tell your mom, but don't tell your mom. Just mention it, be like, oh yeah, I'm thinking of going. And then, you know, if she has a tantrum, because that's what it is, if she has a tantrum, just be selfish and just stop thinking about how she's gonna feel about it. It doesn't make any sense for you to be suffering because you want to please someone else. If you're not feeling good, don't please anyone, just please your own self. I'm talking now as if it was easy and stuff, but of course I felt so bad, and I was then thinking, oh, I might show I shouldn't go, this, that, but then I was like, I don't care, like, this is what I want to do, because I've been to therapy before when I was in Italy, because I was having like mad panic attacks. The teachers are evil. God punish that lady, I swear down. One other thing I want to say is also check up on your friends, up on everyone. Like, they might look like the strongest people in the world, but we are not. I feel like that's one of the things, mainly if you're a girl in the black community, you expect it to be fine all the time, and I feel like that is sickening. And if I am not feeling fine, I feel like sometimes we are kind of not allowed to say it, if you know what I mean. You have to be strong, you have to be this. No, it's fine to not be fine, you know. So that's one of the things, and it's fine for you to, like, you know, tell your friends, oh, I'm gonna do this, because I think a lot of my friends as well, not a lot of them, they were like, oh, why are you even going, this that, you just broke up with, like, it's only a heartbreak. And I'm like, you don't understand, it's more than that. Of course, then when I was there, I understand some more daddy issues that I had. I understand some more, which I still need to more work on. That's why I'm thinking now to go back. Daddy issues, just like, you know, life in general, sometimes it just gets to you. Imagine during these times, during a pandemic, I'm actually like shook in my life. I'm like, what? I'm living in a dream. So another thing I wanted to mention is, so my friend made this point, which is, if you find a therapist and then you don't vibe with the guy, the girl, you don't vibe with the lady or the man, generally change your therapist. I know it might feel like a waste of money, but you have to do it. The hour finishes so fast is actually a joke. If you're going for like 1 hour, it's generally like scary. It's like, what, an hour's past already? I have more to say, like, this is not enough. Am I still depressed and stuff? It's life. Like, depression, I think depression, in my opinion, comes and go. Am I happy? I'm happy with where I am in my life right now. I'm happy with my relationship. Of course, we have stuff that we work on all the time. Of course, we have our own issue. We have our own issues. We have our own ups and downs, which I think is not perfectly normal. I am super happy because I have back that relationship that I didn't have last year with my mom. And me and my mom were always like this since like day one back in Italy. Like, you know, if we would argue, we'll always be alright. But I remember for a 4 months, me and my mom did not talk. It would be like hi bye kind of vibe. I was not telling her what was going on. I think she knew I was going to therapy, but she wasn't asking any questions because it was a very touchy feeling subject. So I'm really happy, you know, that we're back into terms. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm happy now, blah blah blah. I'm thinking to go back because I have other issues I want to talk about to her, and I have, like, you know, other things that have emerged back in my life that I'm like, oh. Anyway, so I wanted low-key as well to end the video. So guys, yeah, just let me know what you think. I might be like, this is my experience on how I have dealt with it and how it just worked for me. Like, as I said, I was really lucky. One of the things that I would say is, don't worry, you're not an alien. A lot of people go to therapy and don't tell anyone. So if you're not feeling comfortable telling people that you go, like your friends and stuff, don't tell them. It's not by force. I would even advise, even if you don't need it too much, I think everyone needs therapy. I think everyone needs to talk to someone that has not outside of you, but has a non-biased view regarding the issues. And then, yeah, just enjoy your life and don't care about what people think, and just take care of yourself, guys. Just really do take care of yourself. Let me know in the comments down below if you've been, what your experience was like. I hope this was like helpful for you in any way if you're thinking of going, and if you're scared that your parents are gonna have any opinion. I hope like this influenced you of doing it, because you're just gonna feel better, because after it I felt great, I felt amazing, I lost weight, I looked great, like, you know, I was living my best life. So I am literally not regretting going. You just have to do it, and it's just like a part of life that you sometimes is just good to experience. But yeah, I hope you are doing good as well, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I think I've said it a lot of times, and if you've reached here as well, like, thank you for watching till the end, because boy, this has been a talk. It's not like I've showed you like my fantastic makeup or whatever. I think I've done pretty average, but yeah, please stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. By the way, my makeup came out trash, so please do not follow this makeup tutorial. Just follow what I was saying. And yeah, see you in another video. Bye, guys.